Hello, and we are now back for our last part of Allies of Justice, week 26. After traveling for a majority of the day, the sun starts to wane as night begins to creep up on our group of intrepid adventurers while they travel across the lands, digging deeper and deeper into past the forest and now into the jungle landscape of Arturo, heading to their destination in hopes to make this shipment in time without any more hitches and hopefully without any more attacks. Approximately 9 hours has passed since your last threatening encounter with the Crux Horde that attacked you back while entering into the jungle. Ever since then, everyone's been on edge, keeping their eyes open, making sure to look to the trees in case of any threats to be seen. But luckily, nothing seems to come from these endeavors, be it the Crux gave up on you, or the fate of Sparrow seems to be in your favor. But, whatever it is, we find our group currently getting close to a point where they themselves feel like they want to rest, but combating the idea of wanting to get to their destination quicker. Our scene opens up with Akko sitting next to Yaji currently, who came back to take a seat after night fell, finding it too dangerous to move out in the darkness without being seen, lest something similar like before happened. So the scene opens up with Akko and Yaji sitting on the front as Akko single-handedly carts the Garnox through the dark jungle.
So, as Akko is on the reins, he'd try to make small talk with Yazi. He'd comment, I had to admit, controlling these things isn't as hard as I expected. But at the same time, when they lose themselves, I don't think I could ever get used to leading a caravan like this outright all the time. At least not like this.
Well, how would you do it?
Normally, whenever I used to run caravans, I'd just be walking alongside it. At least it was the least. It was a way in which I could avoid talking to people. Focus on the job and leave it at that.
I would have much preferred if someone knew a bit more about them rather than just buying it because it's strong.
Yeah, that would have been preferred, but I don't think Merlin is much for getting to know people or creatures.
Well, the knowledge of this creature in particular would serve quite useful.
How do you feel about this Garnock so far? You seem to know how to handle creatures a lot better than any of us.
I don't know about the Garnox in particular. I'm just doing what normally works on other beasts. It seems to be getting calmer. It's mostly about gaining its trust.
You think it is a reason to be this paranoid around Mule? Or however the name is pronounced.
The Garnox?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe this poor Garnox has seen some stuff.
I mean, it was blinded before and scared the other day, or scared recently. It's acting no more than it should.
True. We haven't really had much of a safe trip so far, have we?
Oh, we've had a small one at least. Till now.
Speaking of how things are holding up, you were talking with Ads earlier, right? How's he doing
No proof.
so far?
No proof.
Oh, come on.
I know.
I'm just assuming, admittedly.
Okay. I'm sorry. My fault. He seems to be having problems, but hopefully if he can see past them, he'll be able to get better.
You should be able to. Just takes him a while from what I've noticed, but he gets there.
What about you? You seemed rather attached to Kite.
No proof.
Nice.
I don't know. I guess I relate, is the best way to put it.
How many beasts have you jumped in front of?
Well, I don't tend to keep track of such a thing. Although, admittedly, there's not many I'd do it for. I'll have to talk to her when we finally get to our destination.
Now is Sharktooth handling this?
Ah, you've seen how he is. He's just letting life pass by at this point. He's just happy to tag along, for the most part. Just want to make sure we can get those damn magic things off of him, and then he can try and live his life.
Would
So
his
terrible
life out
that
there
anyone-
be better than what it is now?
Whatever that life will end up being, it's much better than being the slave to some freaking sorcerer.
That's pretty much how their life is.
It doesn't have to be that way.
Well, if he goes back out into the wild, it will be.
We'll figure something
If it's
out.
not that sorcerer, it's gonna be another Crux or another bigger opponent.
We'll figure something out when we get there.
And with that, the camera moves from that solemn conversation and to Farah's tent, where Farah and Naomi... Well, what are you guys doing? Not Terrence, Wagon.
I was about to say.
Naomi is has been pretty quiet since they started moving again. So she's probably not saying much, just, you know, sitting there, the staff in her arms, just staring off into space.
Suppose if they're not giving much conversation, Veteran would get out a fancy looking bound book and would start jotting stuff down in it.
Crystal. Okay.
No, I don't need to.
Exactly.
I got Nika.
I just wanted to make sure how you were doing it.
Yeah, I'm using Nika.
Nika is
Crystal?
constantly giving you shit about your handwriting.
Crystal, she really wouldn't be doing like any talking. She'd just be walking silently. Looking over to Naomi worriedly every now and again, though.
And at this point, Farah would already be asleep. the lack of conversation from you two, how solemn you've been, and not really knowing how to get you guys out of the funk. And her going through her own issues that haven't been addressed left her more exhausted than anything. So she's shelled up in her own little cloister of emotions herself. And with that, the camera continues to move on as Adze.
Mm-hmm.
You're traveling alone back here.
Yep.
The subtle sounds of the jungle picking up with getting further away from where you were before starts to give you more comfort. At least you feel less like everything around you's intentionally trying to kill you. Now it just feels like everything around you is accidentally trying to kill you.
That's good. That's good. Well, I'm here. Can't say to himself, so do you want to pop up now? Come out of my chest? Something like that.
As you feel confident that nothing's going to happen. And it's been a while since anything has, really. You've been trying to coax it, and nothing seems to come of it.
So, are you actually my mother, huh? Is that true what Yaji's saying, or are you just fucking with him as well?
Your answer seems to be replied with the gentle blow of the night's wind.
Well, I know what you're about now. You're not gonna dissuade me in any way with these dreams you're giving me. So as far as I know, as far as it goes, you can just go bother someone else.
While you're looking about trying to get a sight on her, your eyes eventually rest on the red, sideways crescent, Cheshire-like grin of the entity in the sky. The red scar.
You squint at it. And is there anything about that up there? Was that you that other night?
And while you're starting to talk about it, you feel a little... whilst talking, you start to slur a bit and just look up at the moon, slightly entranced with it. Or the celestial entity.
Kind of blinks. What's up with that, huh? That thing up there.
I'd say.
Yeah?
I need you to make a willpower check.
Okay. I shouldn't have.
Just listen to your parents more.
No, I should have. I should have rested and then leveled up and then got willpower. But whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. 1d10. That's my resistance. Let's see how bad this is. Yep, there we go. Cool.
How fucked is he?
We'll find out when we wake up next morning.
Looking towards this celestial entity, you blink, trying to regain your track of mind, trying to regain the semblance of what you were speaking, but all that seems to just go to the wayside. Unimportant. as your eyes stay fixated. You could swear that two stars that seem to be shining bright today, green in tint, hang almost perfectly in a way to appear like the eyes to this red grin. But before you look into it too long, your pace slowing down as the rest of the caravan moves forward. A fearful gust of wind followed by a screaming wail of this astral visage passes by your face, which snaps you back into consciousness, or out of the dreamlike state you were slowly starting to lull into.
I look around where that astral gust came from.
As you see the familiar ghostral figure looking at you, but slowly beginning to back into the darkness of the wood so you wouldn't have to suffer its appearance.
Just blink. Thank you, as he keeps going to the caravan to catch up.
So, time passes, another 4 hours, before Akko, with the idea of you can continue moving on through the entire night without stop, or you can make the executive decision to stop here to make rest. It's your choice. And your choice alone.
I can still consult with people, right?
You could.
Right. Then I will. Specifically, I'd ask Yasi since he's next to me.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Should we just continue on? Not risk it?
I think we should. Mulan said she wanted to get there as soon as she can.
Alright. We're in no shape to wait around if they decide to start chasing us again. That said, he'd continue moving the caravan forward.
If you want, one of us can rest while the other one steers.
You think you could handle the Garnox with the amount of strength that sometimes it pulls off?
I'm pretty sure I know my way around it, at least by now.
Alright. We'll try and take turns then.
So, just giving him a test, you give the reins to Yaji. Yaji, I need you to make a strength check.
Nah.
Oh boy.
And while he holds onto the reins, he seems to do fine for a while. But then you notice the Garnox veering further to the left. And Yaji making the attempts to try to correct it, but his pulls seem to be just going ignored by the Garnox.
Yeah, right. So what? I'll just handle it. Don't worry. I can rest when we get there.
Must be more tired than I thought I was.
So you're making the decision, Akko, to continue forward?
Yes.
So, after 4 hours, I'd say, walking in the back, you're starting to get tired, and there seems to be no vision of the caravan stopping. while you've been walking back here alone for the last 12 hours.
Rub his eyes. I think I need rest. Maybe someone else can take the back as I'm gonna start making my way to
Yeah, you too?
Walk it back.
to the front of the caravan.
Much to your surprise, you get up here and you see Akko a little... Actually, you seem fine, because you do get to ignore exhaustion once a day.
Haha.
Hey, Akko.
Yes, that's it. How are you
Okay.
holding up?
All right. Are we stopping anytime soon?
Well, we figure we don't want to risk any more trouble happening, so getting there sooner is the better.
Okay.
Feel like you need a rest?
A little, yeah. I've caught myself dazing off.
He'd look back from him and just check it around. Well, I suppose we can try and take it lightly for now. You'll try and rest on one of the cards for the time being.
Yeah. I guess I could do that. I look over to. Yaji's still up there, right?
Yeah, Dad's still there.
Yaji, you holding up all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. See, as you talk to him like that, he gets a lot more straighter and tries to put more attention to being normal.
All right. Well, be careful up here. I'll see if maybe one of them wants to take up the back while I rest up.
Maybe
Is our
veteran,
head-
maybe veteran cold.
Hmm?
Maybe veteran cold.
Maybe that's the card I was going to. All right. Good night, I guess.
So yeah, have a
Right.
good one.
As he would head to the cart with Crystal, Naomi, and Vedran.
So 4 hours have gone by. Vedran, you being the only one that seems to be proactive in here.
Yeah.
Crystal, you'd be the first one to see Adze, making his way since you've been walking outside of the cart this entire time.
Oh. Hey, Eze.
Hey, Crystal. Yeah, I'm gonna head on into the in here. I'm starting to doze off. Are you tired at all?
Yeah, I'm getting a little tired, but I'm
Okay.
staying awake.
Yeah, just making sure it's not just me. But I don't want to be dozing off in the back there and then falling and then leaving you all high and dry. So I'm just gonna head in. All right. Might have Vedran come out if he's up for it.
I could take your spot.
I mean, no offense, but I think you'd work better in the middle, being able to go in between, being able to heal.
Fair enough, I guess. All right. Well, get some rest then.
Yeah. All right, you head inside to the cart.
All right.
Vedran and Naomi, you watch as you could hear them talking, but you then see Adze make his way inside here.
Hey,
Alright.
I'm starting to doze off. You think you could carry up the back for a little bit while I rest up?
Naomi scrambles to her feet. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that. She
What?
immediately leaves.
Well, I'm just.
Suppose she's going to do that then.
Um. Hold on. As he goes out of the cart to fall after Naomi. Naomi, wait.
What?
I don't think you should be out here be out in the back by yourself. A lot could happen. I think you should probably just stay in the cart.
I haven't taken any watch really, so I'll just go do that. It's fine.
I'm, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that. Is that what's happening here? I'm sorry. If you want, I could go to another cart to sleep. It's fine.
No, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, but I don't want anything bad to happen to you. And I mean, with me and Yashi in the front, and when the Crux just attacked, we got pretty hurt, and that was with the two of us. I don't want that to happen to you.
She just stares at you.
At the very least, I'm gonna have Vedran come out with you, okay?
She nods.
Alright. As he starts to go, looks up, but by the way, it goes up, I kind of, he reaches into his pocket, pulls out the flower that he described before. I found this, in the, while I was out there. I thought that maybe you would like to have it. He holds it out.
She looks from it to you and then wordlessly reaches out and takes it.
Cool. Yeah, saw it. It was pretty. I thought of you. Okay, I'm just gonna go to Vedran as I just go back to the cart. Hey, Vedran. I think it would be best if you talked with. You were with Naomi back there in the back of the caravan. Yeah, there.
Yeah, you know I had all of that, right? Like, it's not exactly like the car that's fake rules or anything.
Okay, then I guess you already know. So, are you gonna head back there?
I suppose.
Cool. Yeah. Goes and sits down in the cart. Well, be careful. Look after her, please.
Sure, of course.
Cool.
I'll make sure your girlfriend doesn't get hurt, and he walks out.
So as with wideness, he looks back through the tarp that he went out of. I assume it's like a tarp. Just just buries his face in his hands. He tries his best to rest.
Alright, so you make your way following Naomi, which, Naomi, what are you doing? You went outside, currently holding onto this flower that you've seen to be given.
She's just looking at it. That's all.
So you make your way out here, Vedran, while Naomi's just looking at this flower.
Nice flower.
Thank you. So, should we go to the back?
I mean, I suppose that's the idea.
Okay.
I was hoping to get a rest, but I suppose I wasn't the one who got pelted by rocks.
She'll nod and start walking to the back.
By the time you guys make your way back there, you look to see, and it's pretty dark back here. Granted, it's calm. It feels like not necessarily super peaceful, but everything's like, it's a calm night. There we go.
Oh, I've got Nika providing some light.
Yeah, and that makes a huge difference.
You fuck you.
I wasn't saying that sarcastically.
Yeah, I know. It's quite nice here.
Yeah, I guess if it wasn't dangerous, it wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it's a bit of a dampener. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to earn the view or something.
I hope we can get there soon. I think everyone is pretty exhausted at this point.
I don't know. I've been able to be okay. I mean, I'd like to get back to Rico, but I've gotten off quite light in terms of the fights we've gotten into.
That's true. And I'm sure Crystal wants to get back to Cap.
Yeah, I'm sure she does.
Mm.
So it's around this time. I need to PM somebody.
Ooh,
Ooh.
sneaky sneaks.
Who's the lucky person?
Everyone keep an ear out for that bleepy bloop.
Type of chase.
Vigorous typing.
Vigorous, the most vigorous of typing. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Dun da da. Ba da ba da ba ba da bum.
All right.
Gonna make fun of everyone for being
Just make fun of
fucking
everyone.
being cowardly bitches.
I mean, I'm in a cart sleeping. I can't really do much.
I'm a man. I'm up.
You hear a squeak come from Naomi, and then it starts continuing as she begins to hiccup.
Oh my gosh.
Now, I said it wasn't poisonous.
You okay?
Yeah.
That's. You should probably drop that flower. You may be having a reaction.
But it was a gift.
Yeah, but you don't know exactly what else that could do. That may get a bit more annoying than just a hiccup. Might get a rash or something.
Might not be the flower.
Look, would you rather want, I'd say, to know that you kept your gift, or would you rather him know that you're safe and well?
I feel fine, just hiccupy.
Pass me the flower.
But it's mine.
I mean, I was just told to look after you, as it were. I mean, I thought that wasn't really necessary. Thought you'd be able to look after yourself, but I don't know. I might be having second thoughts. Seriously, don't ruin yourself on that flower.
Ba-ba-ba-da-ba-bum.
No, seriously, please drop the flower.
Hiccup! Hiccup!
She just stares off into the distance.
Yeah.
Put the flower behind her ear.
You know, I might have had an easier DC if you'd shown me the flower rather than describe it. I want you to know that.
Can I roll a survival to see if she's having anything more than just hiccups?
You could.
Well, okay. You know, Night, F you. You can describe this.
No, by all means, go ahead.
I'm not describing this. This is nonsense.
Hey, if I had to describe my oasis, you get to describe this.
This is not something I was prepared for.
Welcome to improv.
Well,
Does she get hot and heavy?
Well,
fuck off.
Hey, it might happen.
when she hiccups next, you see her.
Don't leave me waiting, come on.
I'm getting
Come on.
something clarified here, okay? Just 1 second.
Oh, okay, wow, this is
It's a biggie.
this is a big.
This is gonna be interesting.
It's a secret. I think a secret's being revealed here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the next time she hiccups, you see two ears, like, pop up.
Oh my god.
Excuse me?
Two
I'm
ears in
sorry.
what sense?
Two like canine-esque ears pop up.
Ah,
Let me
yeah,
do it.
seriously, drop that flower.
But why?
It's messing with your disguise.
She drops the flower in surprise.
So, isn't it a shame that you tripped and dropped that flower, right?
I guess.
Could have found it in the dark.
She reaches her hands up to cover her ears.
So, where are you actually from, anyway?
Hmm?
Where are you actually from? 'Cause you're definitely not from Verve territory. I already know that much.
I always said I was from the dynasty.
Oh, right. Right. So, the whole family's Kitsune, or one of your parents not?
My whole family is. You're not gonna hurt me, are you?
Why would I?
Because my parents always said that couldn't let anybody know.
I mean, yeah, it's safe just to be sure. But, hey, right. Okay, this is a secret between you and me. Tell you what, alright? As long as you don't tell anyone this, I'll let you in on a secret, just so you know that
She
this is
nods.
all okay. He would lean in and whisper secret messages into your ear, because no one else gets to know. Fuck you all.
Oh, how come hers
Excellent.
gets public but yours doesn't?
Because
Cause night.
Can I roll a listen check?
no,
No.
this is
This kind of pisses me off a little.
She blinks at you in surprise.
I never said that, alright?
Okay.
Never said it.
She nods.
Very well. I wonder how that flower worked. Might have something to do with magic. It's definitely something worth thinking about. So you're able to fix that, or is that still a problem?
I don't know, Night. Can I go back?
While you're hiccuping, it seems to be messing up with your concentration.
So it's just like shifting back and forth.
Yes, you're able to take it off, but then right when you hiccup, it just pops back out again.
I don't think it's helping.
We'll try to wait it out. I'll I'll keep an eye out, make sure no one else comes along, right?
Okay. She tries really hard to concentrate to keep it. But then every time she hiccups, it just her ears and tail pop back out.
How many tails she got? How many tails?
2.
2. Right.
This matters to him.
Wow, so weak.
I know.
But after about 10 minutes pass, and you left the flower, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I got her to drop it.
Alright, so after leaving connection with the flower, about 10 minutes pass, and eventually you're able to keep your disguise true.
Okay. I think. I think it's okay now.
Right, that's good. I mean, I'm not gonna force you to tell anyone, but I don't think you'll have problems telling anyone we've been traveling with. Might have to explain a few things to some of them, but I don't think anyone will hate you for it.
Are you sure?
Probably. I mean, I'd say we won't have a problem that much, I'm sure of. Not too sure about Crystal. I can't really get a read on her. Don't think Echo will have a problem either. Same thing with Yaji.
I hope you're right.
You've got as much time as you want to tell them.
But my family always said that people didn't react well.
Yes, there's a lot of sort of misinformation about them. But I never really had that in the first place. I mean, like I've said a few times, I didn't really come from this plane. So I never really got any rumors or anything. Any information I got from here before coming here was just from my teachers. And everything they told me was stuff that could be proven, you know?
She nods. I hope everyone else. Just hope that they won't be mad.
I don't think they'll be mad. I mean, some of them might not exactly fully understand, but I'm sure if you explain it, they wouldn't have a problem with it.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
So as time passes, we find... How long were you continue to going on? You're going on for the entire night, correct, Echo? Akko?
Mhm.
Echo. Wow.
As long as it's possible for him to do so. Like even he is gonna be like, okay, if I'm getting too exhausted, like, fine, fuck it, we didn't get there on time.
You, fortunately, will be fine.
So, Adze
Mm-hmm.
and Crystal. Do you go in there and go to sleep, or do you speak with Crystal before doing that?
Me?
Yes.
I already spoke with Crystal as much as I was going to when I told Vedran about Naomi and went in there. That was and burying my face in my hands. After that, I was gonna try my best to go to sleep. I was just gonna rest in there, try to cut as much time off of that as possible. And once I get a full rest, I'd head back out, check on the two. So yeah, I would just be sleeping.
And sleep you do. Crystal, how much magic do you have?
I have
It's like 8.